Hi everybody, it's Linnea, and today I will be using the Cardinal Seasons stamp set as well as the coordinating Petal Pusher dies to create a fun, summery, almost Hawaiian colored card. So to start off with, I'm going to take the layering flower and I'll start with the base color, and I'm going to be using Peach, and I will just stamp this all over my card. I'm using the LDRS Creative Hybrid Mini Ink Cubes. These colors are sold in the larger ink pads, but for me, the smaller ink cubes are better for my smaller craft room. So like I said, I'm just going to stamp up. This is the base of the layering stamp set, and I will just fill up my card. I'll let some of the flowers hang off the edge. I like to start in the middle and then work my way out. Once my whole card front is colored, I'm going to be grabbing the second layer to this flower, and I'll use Lipstick Jungle. This is a bright pink, not bright, maybe more intense pink is a better way to say it, but I love the way the peach and the Lipstick Jungle layer together. And because these are hybrid inks, they kind of sit on top of the paper for a little bit, but then they will soak in and they look so smooth and they look like they are just made for each other. So I'm going to go ahead and just line these up, and I don't get them lined up perfectly, but I think that's okay because flowers aren't perfect in nature, and my cards certainly are not perfect either. So I just do my best, and once I'm done with the second layer of the flower, I'm going to go in with Dandelion. This is a yellow ink, and just fill in the center. Now I have a lot of white space on my card, and I'm a big fan of white space, but when I do floral cards, I love mixing bright florals with black accents. So I'm going to take this little trio of flowers, and I will use the Raven Hybrid ink from LDRS Creative and just kind of fill in some of these open areas. And I meant to just kind of do a few here and there, and by the end I got completely carried away, but I am so in love with how much the black plays off of the peach and the Lipstick Jungle inks. Now here's where the coordinating die set comes in. This is a Petal Pusher die. So I'm going to take this die that it doesn't meet in the center. There is a die that you can cut out this full flower, but this die doesn't do that. I will just adhere it over the top of my flower, and once I run this through my die cutting machine, you're going to see here, it pops up every other one of the petals. Look at how cool that is. So I'm just going to repeat this process and die cut and push up the petals on all of the flowers that are whole. So none of the ones that are hanging off the sides I'm going to die cut, but check that out. There are 5 flowers now in the center of my card where those petals are popped up. I just love these Petal Pusher dies. They're so unique and creative, and I love it. So now I'm going to take the Sunny Meadow stamp set and the coordinating die set. I'm using the little label die, and I stamped "You are wonderful. I think you are wonderful," and I heat embossed that in gold. I have a piece of gold foil cardstock for the background of my card, and that's going to allow the gold foil to just kind of pop up and peek through these petals that are pushed up. Now when you adhere your Petal Pusher die cut piece onto your card, make sure that you don't add any adhesive onto the petals that are supposed to be raised. I went in between with my fine needle-nosed glue. That way I have glue adhering all the flat areas down onto my card, but see, these petals are still going to pop up, and you can see that gold foil paper in the background. It's such a fun little surprise. Now I'm going to add my little label sentiment here. I'm going to put it in the middle, but I'm going to use double layers of foam tape and just strategically place that in the center of some of these flowers so that it doesn't really interfere with the petals that are pushing up. It holds down maybe 3 of the petals, but you still get the idea when I go in and push these back up. Now these might get flattened in the mail, but I would just tell the recipient to pop them back up, and you can peek at that gold underneath. This is such a fun card, and I hope you love it. I'll see you soon. Bye.